So, you will observe, so as we know, third property, covalent compounds are usually insoluble in water, but except this glucose, sugar, urea, etc., they also will soluble in water as well as organic solvents. So now if it comes to the fourth property, covalent compounds, they do not conduct electricity. What is that? Do not conduct electricity. So this is the main thing. Even though they are in molten state or liquid state also, they will never conduct electricity because they do not contain water. Why? What is the reason? Because why? What is the reason?
Ions are not there, sir.
Understanding. Do not have ions. Do not contain ions. Understand? Contains ions. They are formed by what? Molecules. Correct or not? So if there is no ions, there is no electricity. Do you understand, Karthikeyan? Akshaya, Varshini Bensi, Akhil Arfan? Yes or no? So
Yes,
they
sir.
do not contain ions, so that they do not conduct electricity. So that is why you should remember. So that is why these compounds are called as non-electrolytes. Another name of covalent compounds is called as non-electrolytes. Understand, Ra? So you can take sugar solution, you can take cane sugar, urea, alcohol, carbon tetrachloride, etc. They do not conduct electricity. Understand, Ra? Because they do not contain ions. Okay, guys? Please respond me.
Yes, sir.
Please respond.
Yes, sir.
But that is also called as non-electrolytes. So you can take anything, examples like sugar, understand, sugar solution, cane sugar, etc., examples. So solutions of sugar, urea, cane sugar, alcohol, and CCl4. CCl4 means what? Carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Calcium. Carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Calcium illama. Okay. Do not conduct electricity. Okay. Do not conduct electricity. But in this also, one compound will conduct electricity. Can you able to say that? Anybody guess? At least guess. Please respond. Only except one. One will conduct electricity when it will dissolve. Anybody can guess? Arvind, Yalni, Dilipan, Dina, Madhumita. Anybody can guess? Arya, Akhil. One can conduct electricity. That is missing. If you observe, you can understand. What is that? I said you like polar compounds, two compounds I said. One is ammonia and the other one is hydrogen chloride. Have you seen? Which will dissolve in water? Yes? Elmati? Arun Karthikeyan? Kevin? Please respond me, Tarani. So, if you observe hydrogen chloride, you can see hydrogen chloride. So, which contains water? Which contains what? Electricity. Because hydrogen chloride will mix with water. What is happening, guys? Anybody can say? Hydrogen chloride is a usually gaseous state. Now it will mix with water. What will come? We used to get what? Respond me.
H plus ions.
Hydrochloric acid. Understand, Ra? Have you remembered? Hydrochloric acid, HCl liquid form. Is it respond me? Yes. So HCl acidic nature. So acidic nature means what? It will conduct the electricity. So it will contains ion. Understand? Hydrochloric acid.
H plus ion.
Yeah.
Urea, others does not produce H plus ions, sir.
Yes. Containing ions. That is
so they do not conduct electricity.
Yes, they will conduct electricity. Okay. So this is only when hydrogen chloride will dissolve in water. Okay. It will conduct electricity. This is what? Exception. Understand? Except. Please all of you remember. This is only they will ask you in exam. Understand, Kevin, Tarani, Yalni? Exceptionalism. Okay. That is all of you should remember. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Okay.
No doubt, sir.
Basically, covalent compounds are what? Non-electrolytes. But except what? Except hydrogen chloride. So hydrogen chloride chemically reacts with water to form hydrochloric acid and it containing ions, not dissolve. Here you remember, it is not dissolve. Dissolve in the sense of chemically react. Chemically react. So that is why it is the only one, even though it is a covalent compound, which will conduct the electricity. So that is you should remember. Till here, any doubt, anybody you can ask, please. So if you'll understand this, then the last concept under for our term 1 board examination, that is how to distinguish between ionic compounds and covalent compounds. Please, all of you keep heading. So differences means will you able to write this side, this 4 points, that side, that 4 points. Yes or no? Please respond me. That's all. Okay. Now, so how to distinguish? All of you write. How to distinguish between ionic compounds and
Sir, and right, sir.
ask.
Sir, you told polar compounds are hydrogen chloride and ammonia, sir. Then
Yes.
ammonia also.
Ammonia also will dissociate into H plus ions, but not nitrogen. But ammonia is not good conductor of electricity. That is why I am not saying. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Understand, Amma?
Yes.
Usually, ammonia will dissolve in water. It will form nitric acid, HNO3. Do you understand? Yes, it is good conductor only, but not that much. That is why I am not discussing regarding that. Okay, Elmati?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, how to distinguish, guys? Anybody can say? Just what based on the properties. Now you should tell me. You have to speak now. Come out and speak, everybody. I don't know why everybody becoming silent slowly. Are you having any like silent something God devotion or something like? Please respond. What is that? So this differences. How we can say? How to distinguish between ionic compounds and covalent compounds? First one is what? State. Yes or no? By seeing state. Yes or no? Please respond me. Nobody will say. So by seeing state, this is only comparison here. By seeing state. So if it is a solid, first we can assume as a what? We can assume as a ionic compound. Yes or no, guys? But some solids are also covalent compounds. That is why we cannot say. But we can go with the second property. So by seeing state, we can conclude that they are the ionic or covalent compounds. Next, second one. By seeing melting points and boiling points, definitely we can conclude either it is a covalent or ionic compound. Is it yes or no?
Sir, next there is soluble or insoluble.
Yeah, but basically see, by seeing solid state, we have still some confusion because some covalent compounds also solid state. But melting point and boiling point, there is no common thing. Have you seen it? Except diamond and graphite. Except diamond and graphite. Correct or not? Next, third one what? By dissolving in what? By dissolve or soluble. Soluble in where? By soluble in water. So most of the things, ionic compounds, everything will soluble in water. But covalent compounds also, some they will soluble in water. Exemption. So if they will soluble in water also, they should not conduct electricity. Correct or not, guys? Yes or no? That is the last one. So by conducting electricity. So these are the 4 methods how we can distinguish between ionic compounds and covalent compounds means by comparing, understanding that. So the compounds does not conduct electricity in the solution form. A solution form, another name, what is the another name of solution form? I said liquid state also we can call it as water. Liquid state also by what? Molten state. What we should call? Everybody important. Molten state. Okay. Also we can call it as aqueous state or liquid state. Okay, guys. Please note it down. Liquid state or molten state we can say. Please remember that. In the form of liquid form. Liquid form. Or also we can call it as what? Solution. What we can call? Solution. Also we can call it as aqueous solution. Aqueous state. Aqueous state. Usually aqueous state means in the form of solution only. This all the meaning is same, ra. Everything is in the form of liquid state. So this is all about it. Any doubt, guys? This is all the properties of covalent and ionic compounds. If you have any doubt, you can kindly ask, please. Okay. Now, if you'll understand this, then can I ask you one question, guys? Can I ask you one question? Yeah. The question is, try to understand very carefully. Very, very important question. Yalini, Varshini, everybody try to respond. Arya, everybody. So what the question, my question is, listen very carefully. An element A has 4 electrons. What is that? Question. Question, this is. So an element A, let me take some element A, which is having how many electrons, Ra? 4 electrons. How many electrons, guys? 4 electrons in its outermost cell. So what is the valency number of electrons? Arun Karthikeyan and Karthikeyan both. What is the valence electrons? 4 electrons in outermost cell. So 2. What nonsense you are talking about? Outermost cell. So outermost cell 4 electrons means in the sense of what is the valency, guys?
4, sir.
What is the valency? 4 only.
4, sir.
4. Yes.
4.
Yeah. And it is combined with another element. Combined with another element. Combined with another element. You should find the compound. Another element B. Okay, guys. B. Understand, Elamati? B having 7 electrons in its outermost cell. So what is the valency? Valence electrons 7. Correct or not? 7 electrons. 7 electrons in outermost cell. So what is the valency?
1.
1. But how many electrons are there? 7. Now,
1.
the compound form does not conduct electricity. What is that? The compound which will form. Compound which will form does not conduct electricity. What is that? Does not conduct electricity. So now, draw the electron dot structure of the compound formation and say the name of that one. Can you able to guess, anybody? Please. Now, solution. Let me see who will guess. I am giving you 1 minute time sharply. Can anybody guess the compound name? Madhumita, Elamati, Karthikeyan, Yalini, Deena. Please. Kevin, Arvind, try to guess. That is what I am saying. Guess the compound. Akhil Arfat, Akshaya, Arvind, Yalini. Try to guess the compound. Nobody? No idea? Can I say now? Now listen. So now let me take A. What is the valency of A? What they say valence electrons? 4. Correct? So now 4 means how many? 4. Okay. Listen, yeah. Now B having how many? 7 electrons.
Carbon tetrachloride, sir.
Ma?
Sir, carbon tetrachloride.
Carbon tetrachloride.
That's all.
Carbon
Why
tetrachloride.
so now how many chlorines are required? That B. 4 chlorines are required. Correct or not? Please respond me. That's all, guys. Why are you hesitating? You be very confident. That is what I'm saying. Your confidence will boost up your marks always. Remember. So that is what. Somebody answered. Very good, Kevin. So carbon tetrachloride, 4 bonds. A will react with 4 B's. So B's are Akshay, understand Akshay? Yes, okay. So now they will combine together. What will come, Arvind? So A is in middle. So everywhere it is having with 2 electrons. Understand, Arun Karthikeyan?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is. So now, or else you can represent, or you can represent like this simply also. All are single bond. What is how many bonds, Ra? All are single bonds. Correct or not?
Single bond.
That's all. So that is. So now, what is the formula formed by this one? A B4. Is it yes or no? A before. Now, as we know, valence electrons of 4 means it is carbon, and chlorine's valence is 1 because 7 electrons, so Cl4. So what is that compound called as? CCl4. So now you can say CCl4, sir. Means it is a what? It is a non-electrolyte. Correct or not, guys? They are saying do not conduct electricity. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So non-electrolyte. What is the answer? What is the answer? CCl4. Okay. Carbon tetrachloride. What is this? Carbon tetrachloride. Okay. Clear? Any doubt? Yes, Ra?
No, sir.
No. So almost till here, full chapter. I will send the worksheet now. Last one. I want to say this occurrence of metals as somebody requested. So only the ores alone I will say, minerals and ores. So kindly remember that. What is the mineral present in that? What is the ore present in that? That is alone will go. So now all of you write minerals and as well as ores. Okay. So now I will just say briefly, I won't go much. Okay, minerals means, right on, listen. So the natural materials in which the metals or their compounds are found in earth are called as minerals. What I should call? The natural materials. The natural materials in which, definitions alone, in which the metals, it is actually deleted portion, but they said that maybe half early they asked, that is the reason. Okay, Ra? In which the metals are their compounds. Their metals are their compounds are found, not found, F-O-U-N-D, found in earth, found in earth are called minerals. Okay, Ra? Please respond me. That is called as minerals. Okay. So next, ores. So in these minerals, all the minerals we cannot extract easily because some are economically not good for us. Means you are spending 1 lakh, you are getting 10,000 only. Is it good or bad, Ra? You are spending 1 lakh and you are getting only 10,000. Is it good or bad? Please respond. Bad or good? Is it good or bad, man, economically? Bad. So that is why. So whatever the minerals, so many minerals are there, but we cannot call them as a ores everything because which are economically profitable for us. That is what we should call as ores. Understanding, right? Means they contains good percentage of metals. That is those, right? Those minerals from which the metals can be extracted conveniently, in which the metals can be extracted conveniently. Conveniently and profitable. That is most important. Profitably are called what we should call, Ra? Ores. What we should call, guys? Ores we can say. Is it okay? Ores. Now, this ores means who is more, Ra? A good percentage of metals will be there. Okay? Ore means good percentage of metals. Don't think that, sir. Then what about non-metals? Non-metals also, but carbon only is solid state is very less. Most of the non-metals are in gaseous state. So that is why we won't discuss about the non-metals here. So good percentage of metals, and there are no objectional impurities, means very less impurities. Metals and no, there are no objectionable impurities. Impurities. This impurities only, the impurities present in the ore is called as gong. What we should call, Ra? What we should call? Gong. Please, all of you remember. Impurities present in the ore is called as gong. Is it okay, Elmati?
Yes, sir.
Impurities present in the ores is called as gong. Okay. Now I will say you some of the minerals and their ores. So this is only basically the question will come also from this only will come. So try to learn. So please, all of you keep heading metal to be extracted, headings, tabular column to be extracted. Second one, name of ore. Name of ore. Next, name of compound in ore. Name of compound. Name of compound in ore. Next one, formula of ore. This is only they will ask you. Basically, they will ask also. Formula of ore. More than this, they won't go because it is completely deleted portion. Nobody having a right to ask the questions from this. So we don't need to worry because they have clearly mentioned it is deleted. Okay, guys? If it is existed, it is important. It is not existed, it is deleted. So we don't need to bother about anything. Okay, Ra? Do you understand? Please observe. Understand or not? Okay. So now I will say you that you can understand first one. So first metal is, what is the first metal activity series? What is the first metal? Potassium. Potassium, you leave it. Next one. So it is present in sodium. Sodium. So sodium, name of the ore is called as rock salt. What we should call? Rock salt. Okay. So name of the compound ore is called as sodium chloride. What we should call?
Sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride. What is the formula? Name of the ore? NaCl. That is. Next. Second one. Finish it fast, Ira. Aluminium. This is the most important. Thousands of times, even government exams, most of the state governments, they will ask you. Bauxite. What you should call? Bauxite. Aluminium. Okay, Ra? So the name is called as aluminium oxide. What is this? Aluminium oxide. So the formula is Al2O3 2H2O. What is that, Arvind? Karthikeyan? Al2O3 2H2O. Aluminium. Next, third one.
Sir,
Tell me, manganese. Third one is called as manganese. Manganese pyrolusite. What is that? L-U-S-I-T. Pyrolusite. Called as manganese dioxide. Names is very important, Raka. Name of the ore. Manganese dioxide. So formula is what? Manganese dioxide. Already you have studied. This is the what we are using as a catalyst in some reaction. Do you remember, guys? First chapter we have been studied. Potassium chloride. Decomposition of potassium chloride we are using as a catalyst. Yes or no? Oh, what do you answer? Okay. Yeah, carry on. Next, zinc. Zinc is having two ores, Ra. Two ores, zinc. One is calamine. What we should call it as? Calamine. Next one is called as zinc blend. What is this? Zinc blend. Okay. This formula is zinc carbonate. ZnCO3. Next, zinc sulfide. ZnC. Zinc sulfide. ZnS. That is. Please note it down. Next, iron. Aluminium and iron is most important. Manganese also. Iron. Hematite. What is iron, Ra? HAE. Hematite. Iron 3 oxide. Iron 3 oxide. Formula is Fe2O3. What is that? Fe2O3. Okay. Next, copper. Copper is also having two ores. One is cuprite. Copper 1 oxide. Copper 1 oxide. Can you able to say cuprite copper 1 oxide formula? Cu2O. What is that? Cu2O. Understand, Ra? Next, second one. Copper glands. So this is only called as copper 1 sulfide. Formula is Cu2S. Next, last one, Ra. Mercury. Mercury, what is the symbol, Ra? Mercury. Hg.
Sir.
Cinnabar. This is government exams. So many times they will ask you. Mercury. So many state governments they will ask you this question. Mercury ore. Mercury 2 sulfide. One time I think this is came in UPSC exams also. Mercury's for under the science. HGS. So this is it okay, guys?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. These are the tables of metals and their oxides. So if you observe here, these ores of many metals are very understanding the oxides, because oxygen is a very reactive element and where they are very abundant on the earth. That is why you can see most of them they are containing oxygen. So this is all about it. Next, extraction and all, it is not there. You no need to worry about it. No tension and all. So with this I will stop the today's class. I hope you all understand. This is all about the syllabus. Definitely today I will send the complete everything. You no need to prepare. Before exam we will practice. Anyhow, we have around almost 2 days. So we will practice. I will take even offline class. We will practice on that day. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Thank you. Start preparing well for the exams. Thank you all. Yeah.